In today's video, I am going to teach you how to build a clothing website on Wix. To start, open your web browser and go to Wix Studio. Wix Studio is the place where you can create and design modern websites with a clear, guided workflow. When you land on the Wix Studio page, take a moment to confirm you are in the correct section for building a new site, not editing an existing project. Next, click Create New Site. This is the action that tells Wix you want to start fresh. If you see options or templates, you can ignore those for now and focus on entering the studio flow for your new clothing website. Now, click Wix Harmony Editor. This is the editor that helps you create faster by combining guided steps with AI-assisted design. Before you continue, look for a button or selection that specifically says Harmony Editor, since this is the environment where the rest of the setup will happen. After that, click Let's Go, or skip the chat if that appears. You might see a short introduction or a chat-style prompt. Either option is fine because the main goal is to move forward into describing your website and letting the system generate a starting point. Then, describe your clothing website. This is where you tell Wix what kind of clothing brand you are building. Keep your description clear and specific, such as whether you are creating a boutique, a fashion store, or a clothing brand with a particular style. Focus on the essentials like what you sell and the overall vibe you want the site to have, since this description helps guide the design, layout, and content suggestions. Once you have described your website, you will need to answer the AI setup questions. These questions might relate to your business goals, your site style, your sections, and how the homepage should look and feel. Take your time here. The better the answers are, the more accurately the generated site will match what you want for your clothing business. After you finish the setup questions, click Generate Site. If you see an option that says Go to Dashboard instead, choose that. This is the step where Wix creates a draft version of your website based on your responses. During generation, it is normal to see a loading screen or a brief progress indicator, since Wix is assembling pages, sections, and visual styling. Next, review the generated website. This is an important step because it lets you confirm that everything looks right before you make any changes. Check the homepage first, since it usually includes the main introduction, key sections, and links to other parts of the site. Look at the images, the typography, and the overall layout to ensure they match a clothing website style that feels clean and trustworthy. Then, scroll through the site and pay attention to how the content is organized. Even though the site is generated from your input, you should still make sure the navigation makes sense and the sections flow logically. If you notice anything that does not fit your brand, you can plan to adjust it in the editor later. Continue reviewing until you feel confident that the structure represents your clothing business. When you are comfortable with what you see, you have successfully completed the core setup process. You created the site, generated it using the AI workflow, and validated the results. That covers everything you need to know. And that is all there is to it.